Good morning on this beautiful Monday, January 14th, 2019. Welcome to my channel, Muse Number 9 Tarot. My name is Angie. And let's go over a few things before we get into the reading. First of all, this is a general reading. Second, it will not resonate with everyone. If it was meant for you, it'll ring true. If not, let it go and leave it for the next soul. I am new to YouTube, but I'm not new to tarot. Anyway, let's get started. In your past, I did shuffle off camera and meditate over the cards. We have the Seven of Wands. That strife, conflict, but look, you're holding your own. And you also kind of have a vantage point because your wand is all the other wands are below you, and you're standing on top of the hill. And I know you've been fighting a battle and holding your ground and standing firm, and it's been kind of rough, but that's your recent past, overcoming out of that energy. In the present, we have justice. It's about balance and harmony, fair dealings. In this case, normally I associate it with legal, but in today, as you will see as the other cards are revealed, it's more about balance within yourself, your balance, your harmony, your truth, because you see he's holding a sword. And right now that's what you're doing. You're going inside, you're searching, you're finding your personal justice. The world may have been hard on you, or you may have been hard on yourself. And it's time to be fair. Be fair with yourself, but continue to speak your truth. Hidden influences, we have the Knight of Wands. And usually this is my willy-nilly night, but in the overall reading, again, as you will see as they're revealed, this is more about creative passion, action, swift action, and things of that nature. Comes in quick. But it's about finding your creativity within yourself and using it, utilizing it, doing the best you can. But know that it is swift, sudden, and it's creative energy and changes in the air. And it can also be an important news related to a new adventure, a new enterprise. In the advice, we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands for me is all about, sorry about that, I've got 7-week-old puppies in the room with me and they were starting to cause a ruckus. But the Page of Wands is all about daring action and good news. We know pages are messengers, and I feel it's an important and exciting message coming to you about your creative endeavors. New opportunities are on the way. Competition is in the air. If you're waiting for a call about a job interview or something, it's coming. And you may begin a course of learning, but that could be learning on a new job. It could be education. And the likely outcome, 4 of Cups. But don't despair. I know it's discontentment. It's not being happy. It's even though you're being offered something from the divine and above, and you've put all this creative energy work into your endeavor and stuff, you're just not quite satisfied. But it can also be because you're juggling. You've got so many options there in front of you and not really sure of which one that you want to embark on. You've put all this hard work into it, and it's caused you to go within and into your shell, and you may be growing weary, and you're reevaluating and reassessing and things like that. But don't feel empty inside. Don't feel like all your hard work has been for naught, because it hasn't. Or the lack of motivation, and the grass isn't always greener on the other side, as we both know. And even though you've put this hard work in, you may be a little dissatisfied at this time. I did pull some clarifier cards for it because I was a little confused, because everything was kind of rocking and rolling along and positive. And the first thing that came out was the Two of Pentacles. And that's about juggling and balance and maybe doing too many things at once. And, you know, you need to be a little flexible, kind of like the rope around him. You need to be a little flexible while you're juggling, and it may be because you're juggling finances and you're concerned, which I understand about juggling finances, but it's about the ups and downs of fortune. And, you know, don't take on too many projects at once. Find one or two and pour your heart into it, pour your soul into it. So that way, you know, you're not overburdening yourself and trying to take on too much at once. You know, and this may be because you're no longer enjoying your work as much as you used to, and it's become a duty or obligation, and you'd rather turn to your creative endeavors. And according to the spread, you should turn to your creative endeavors, but don't give up your job until, you know, unless you're financially secure. Then I was still a little confused, not confused, curious, we'll say curious. Then I pulled the star card, and we all know that's about hopes and dreams and, you know, balance. Because look, even though she's got two, oops, well, there we go. She's got two, and she's pouring one into the river or the lake, and the other one she's pouring on the ground, but look, it still flows right back in there. So don't lose hope, don't lose faith, because even though it may appear that you're pouring it onto the ground and it's wasted, it's not waste. It's time to have faith in yourself. Don't lose hope, don't lose faith in your abilities. The star is an extremely positive card, extremely positive card. And it's time for you to rely on your intuition, your inner wisdom, and your guidance. And this is about spiritual growth, about faith in your future, expansion of knowledge, and maybe learning some hidden talents that you didn't know you had. I also pulled 3 from the bottom of the deck because that's normally how I do my readings. And it's kind of the, you know, a lot of people call it the foundation cards or the hidden reason for the reading or overall. You know, and maybe sometimes when we ask a question or we have a question in our mind, we aren't always quite honest with ourselves. The first card I pulled was the 4 of Pentacles, holding on too tight. I know a lot of other readers, as myself, use music, and I always hear 38 Specials, hold on loosely, you know, because it says if you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control. Also, look, because his hands are full, his feet are busy holding that down, and even his head's got one on his crown, he may be holding on to what, trying to hold on too tight to what he has, but the other side of that coin is if your hands are full, how can you reach for something new? How can you try something different? So hold on loosely. Quit holding on so tight to whatever it is before you do lose control. And then I also pulled the King of Swords. And on this one, it's about truth. And how I'm seeing it this morning is truth to yourself. Take an honest look at yourself. Be honest with yourself. You're sitting there ready to defend, and you have to remember that swords cut both ways. That about sound advice. He's about sound advice, balanced judgment, and a fair decision. So when you are letting go and reevaluating, looking at what talents you have or what talents you'd like to achieve, skills you'd like to learn, be fair with yourself. Be gentle. You know, and it's also about a decision you've been waiting will be fair and impartial. So the last card was the Empress. And what I'm feeling this morning is by doing all of this, it will allow you to come into your abundance, to your, it's being ripe with ideas and thoughts and creative ideas and things like that. But the Empress is also about healing. She's the queen of life, fruitfulness, love, harmony, union, continued growth. And it's a good fortune card suggesting creativity, female creativity. Now's the time to express your creative instincts and productive action. And that is why I am here with you recording my first video for YouTube. I also wanted to pull one of these cards from A Soul's Journey to kind of see what else we got going on. Change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And that is true. If you hold steady, how can you change? If you keep holding on too tightly, how can you reach for something new? How can you try for something new? If you lose your hope for the future, don't become disenchanted or discontent with your life. Keep striving, keep going. And even though you have been fighting a long battle, it will be fair. There is a payoff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book on this. It says, there is a certain comfort in the idea of living a life without surprises. The status quo has an appeal, but you will never learn or grow if your circumstances stay the same. Everybody wants life to be better, but that requires change. You have chosen to incarnate into this physical dimension called Earth because of the myriad of opportunities. If you don't take advantage of them, what was the point? Staying within your comfort zone is overrated. With change comes transformation, and with transformation comes evolution. Stop viewing change as good or bad, because all change nourishes your soul. Don't equate it with lack of control. Life happens, and it's supposed to happen. You can direct how it plays out, and you always have the power to accept a change that redirects your path. I personally understand that because I have been fighting about doing videos on YouTube. And every day something points in the direction, and here I am. Well, that is your general reading. I do personal readings. You're more than welcome to contact me at my email down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, and have a great day. Love and light, always and faithfully.